I lost $928.56.
You're struggling way more than me, so I don't know why you're putting the camera on me, bro. We should put the camera on you, see how much you're fucking struggling.
Put that thing in where it's like a few moments later.
A few moments later.
Fuck! If I win, fine. If I lose, fine. So first one's been stopped out. That's the cost of doing business.
Put it in the bloopers.
Do that again. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? And why am I such a fucking loser? You're crying on the way home. That's what 10x does to you, mate. I guess you need to thank me then for starting it.
Mate, it's fucking...
Come on, what is the customer service? Imagine saying that to the front desk. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am, sweetheart? Go then, dickhead. Have a good day. See you later. So I've gone from wanting to smack the cunt in the face, and now he's my mate.
He's a Scottish guy, man.
See you on the next video, you filthy fucks. Hola. Gracias. So the code is 8229. I wanted the McDonald's, but Mrs. got us chicken and rice. Sometimes, well, most of the time, I'll literally just pull the blinds and I'll become a hermit. Because if I don't, all I ever do is I just turn around and think, right, I want to go out.
Oh, I was good actually.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It's only ever good with hot sauce though. Well, you're on YouTube.
What's happening? What is going on? Lucas Heinrich's YouTube.
Why'd you have to say my full name? What are you saying? What do you want, cunt?
I just ring you to say it is a day of haircuts, wins, end of month, and sun.
You know, it's funny because we literally said, if we just put it out into the universe, it will happen. Do you know what the funny thing is? As soon as we went on, even though we could identify the structure straight away and so forth, we couldn't get the lower time frame immediately. But that just shows the power of patience. Like, if the lower time frame's not there straight away, it will be there. You just have to wait for it. But most people get stuck between it's not there and waiting for it to arise. You know, they just don't wait for price action. The model was there, and then we've seen the lower time frame so many times that it doesn't even come into our head that we need to take it. Regardless of whether there's 100 people or whatever there is on these lives watching us, it doesn't matter. When you've seen it so many times, it doesn't matter anyway, because ultimately all that's going to matter is the edge in play or is it not? And if it is, execute. Now, good end to the month. Most people are getting funded as well, or most people are funded now. Appreciate you.
Have a good one, mate.
I'll speak to you soon, man.
I'll catch you in a bit.
In a bit. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Most people will get to the chart and they'll just roll out of bed. And this is like a really basic thing, but they'll just roll out of bed, they'll jump on the chart, they'll feel rushed, and then they'll just see something and then they'll take it.
Yeah.
Right? But your preparation is everything, because you need to be able to get to the chart, have a pre-market analysis, know what you're looking for, know what you're looking at, and most importantly, know when and when not to trade. You're not gonna get a trade every single day. Like, yeah, sure, this morning it was there. We just wanted to be able to identify a draw. We just wanted to understand, right, has a high been taken, has a low been taken? Yes, the low's been taken and the high has been taken. So after that point, we just wanted to basically understand, okay, we know that this high is still in play, and we know that this low is the previous low that has been taken and the most recent one. So this is the one that we're ideally targeting. But when we then go down into lower time frames, because we are overall bullish, we understand that in this particular price action here, it was still a little bit choppy. Price wasn't moving the cleanest. You can see this high here hadn't been taken. Yes, you had a low here that had been taken, but once this came up and created equal highs at this point, we then put in a buy model to the upside. Some people took about 2.5%, some people took 3%. In fact, I can show you now. There you go, 4K there, 1K, 1800, 300, 1200. Steph's been in for about 6 months. 2400. Harvey.
This is on
30.
my trade.
Yeah, all of these guys literally just taking the same trade as us this morning. 3.5K. Jack, 414. We do a live session, so there's about 100 to 120 people on, give or take, pretty much nearly every morning. And then when we take the trade, they take the trade. So we'll execute, we'll say we're in. And we'll do it live on a Zoom call so that they can see the chart, they can see where we're entering, they can see where we're putting our stop loss, they can see where we're putting our target, they can see the breakdown as to why we're doing it. But the good thing is most of the people in the group anyway, they already understand our edge because they've been learning it. So everything that we are doing and laying out, they pretty much already get it anyway. It's just they come on to watch us and take it with us so that they can earn while they learn, but also so that they can watch how we do it. Well, the main thing that we do on 10x is we provide a 3-month guarantee that we get people funded within 3 months if they take our live trades. But at the same time, we will then teach you the strategy and we'll teach you the edge. Okay. And we'll teach you how to adjust your mindset so that you can be able to think and recognize how we do.
You'll be trading now during the US session, right?
Yeah, I'll be doing New York. You're gonna watch me trade live.
Okay.
No pressure, Luke. But obviously now that you're watching me, I am gonna bring my A game. But don't give me shit if I lose. When it comes to 10x, if it is something where you feel like you need guidance, if it's something where you feel like you need a mentor, or you feel like you just don't understand a strategy that you can make work and that's consistent for you, just click the link, have a chat with our team and then go from there. All right, no, there is no pressure with things like this, but just see for yourself. Well, I know I'm black, but I actually get heat rash. I do, I'm not even fucking with you. If I don't put sun cream on, I have to use like a minimum of factor 30. I normally get a rash all over my face. And it's really fucking itchy and then it goes all over my lips and it lasts for about 2 weeks. We're gonna go for this walk. I'm pretty sure I'll look a little bit darker by the time I come back. And I'm being serious. Like I have this thing where I just get tanned really quickly. In it, Em? Don't I get tanned really fast?
Yeah.
All right, I'm literally just going for a walk, doll. No, you meant send me money because you're a gold digger. That's what. You to be aware, I don't think you realise how fucking brutal this walk is. It's like 32. It's like, 32.
Yeah, stand still, should have stand, bro.
No, you're lying. Why would you say that? How would you know that? I've just tried to cash out because Derry's just called me and it says, oh no, please try again later. They've never done that. Can you go onto the computer?
2 days later.
Right guys, sorry I had to cut it a little bit short. 2 days ago, my payment processor went down while I was in the middle of a walk. My business partner called me, basically telling me we're fucked. And it was payday as well, so I had to get everyone's pay to them and my payment processor went down. So it was all just a bit of a malarkey and a bit of an emergency. So we had to cut it a little bit short, but hopefully we're gonna go on another walk now. And hopefully I don't get another phone call. And then we're gonna do a live trade properly. We've got New York session starting in an hour and a half. All right, so we're gonna take the trade, see what happens, win, lose, break even, doesn't matter. I'll walk you through it step by step. And yeah, we'll see what futures has to offer us. I've taken you the easy way, by the way. As difficult as this hill is, it's nothing. You'll see, when we start walking down, it's like a never-ending hill to get down to that bottom. I promise you, you are lucky. It's all about your mentality. It's like, I don't want to walk up this fucking hill. Right. I'm still gonna do it anyway. In 33-degree heat. You're struggling way more than me, so I don't know why you're putting the camera on me, bro. We should put the camera on you, see how much you're fucking struggling. Do you know what it is? I still don't think to this day I'm ever more focused than when I was broke. Well, not broke, but just like trying to get good at trading back in Bournemouth. I don't think I'm ever more focused because I have a lot more distractions here. Like this is peaceful, it's calm, but there's still a lot of temptation to go out and do stuff. My days used to be wake up, work, go to bed. I did that for so many years and I forced myself to do it for so many years where I'd wake up, work 12 to 14 hours a day, 16-hour days. Even though I wasn't getting anywhere, I was still doing it consistently. Trading is a never-ending skill that you need to master. It's a never-ending thing that you have to learn, but it's one thing to learn it, it's one thing to master it, but you never truly master it because it's not really how you master it, it's how you maintain it. It's how you maintain the level. You know, it's like any business. If you take your eye off the ball in your business, where's that going to be in 2 weeks, a month? You know, I think a lot of people think that people who live out here and who, you know, live in Dubai and stuff, I think they just think we do fuck all. Just so you know, we are inside
all day working. And yes, okay, it is a choice. I don't have to do that. Like, I am choosing to do that because I have goals and ambitions, and I want to get to higher and higher levels, and I want to get to better levels when it comes to trading and how I teach people and how people learn off me and so forth. But I can choose that. I can choose to not do any of that and I'll still be okay, but I'm self-disciplined enough to still do it every day. So essentially I try and do this most days before New York session, because I don't really get to do it in the morning. I normally just get up, have my coffee, and then I go straight to the charts and, you know, get ready for London session with 10x. But when I've got a bit of an opportunity in the afternoon, just for my peace of mind and my head as well, I just get out for a walk. When we first came here, we were initially looking over there, the top of there. There's apartments up there, but Mrs. really liked this place just because of the area, and that's a little bit too isolated, she thought. So, not that I let her pick, but you know.
All right, so let me just do a quick breakdown and see what I'm looking for. We're obviously tapped into this daily bullish fair value gap right here. However, on the 4-hour time frame, we have hunted this low internally. I believe if I go to ES, we've also put in an SMT. So that's a divergence in price. So we are currently bearish at the moment, no denying it. We're bearish, we've ran through a bullish fair value gap right here. We've got the inversed, price has come back, respected it on the other side, and we've pretty much sold off up until this low. So what I would want to see for me to have real confidence and conviction, I mean, my bias is bullish, but we are currently bearish. And if I do, great. If I don't, I would probably expect price to continue selling off and then start to really target this 4-hour low right here. ADP non-farm employment change came in at 33K, way under. So if you go to NQ, when that happened, we pretty much had a sell-off ever since. See how we've dumped? And here on the 4-hour, on ES, we've literally just dumped within the last hour due to that. So, funny thing, isn't it? Everyone's like, oh wait, so at 2:30, you're just going to take a trade on the open. Why would I take a trade on the open? What if there's no setup? I might not get a trade today. I will just react if the market offers me something. But until that point, I don't expect to take a trade. I don't expect to be buying or selling at New York Open. I just wait, I sit back, I sit on my hands, I let the market play out, I see if I can recognize my edge, and if I can, I'll execute. Can you believe I've been living here this whole time? I didn't even know this was here. That makes such a difference. When I come out and have my cigar later, I'll enjoy this. I give myself 2 setups during a session. So I'll take 1 setup. If I take a loss, I give myself 2, 1 for timing issues, and then the second one, if I'm wrong twice, I'm done. I'm trading NASDAQ, but I use the S&P to understand manipulation between S&P and NASDAQ, but I trade NASDAQ. We've got this bullish fair value gap building up here. Price has literally just tapped back into it now. But I would like to see some kind of manipulation to the downside to sweep all of this internal liquidity. So I'd like to see all of this get taken. Price might well just do something like this instead. Bang. 4 minutes. Put that thing in where it's like a few moments later.
A few moments later.
Fuck! I am potentially looking for a short play here. Only because we've just had a change in the state. We've tapped back into this bearish fair value gap. I just want to see if this is going to hold. Only because price has moved up first. We swept the liquidity. So now I can see whether we can go and run all this. Let me just see what my risk is though. Yeah, I'm in. I've literally just seen prices come up to this 15-minute high. We put in a 1-minute model to go to the downside. I might be in a bit early. However, we have literally just ran through this change in the state of delivery right here. So now we sit back and we wait. If I win, fine. If I lose, fine. All right, there we go. So first one's been stopped out. That's the cost of doing business. So I sit back. I think I lost around about $1,000 there. He's like looking at me like, oh, I wonder if he's feeling it. I wonder if he's pissed off. Mate, it's cost of doing business. You got to detach yourself from the money. When it comes to trading, you just have to focus on the skill. Don't focus about the money. Like, the money is irrelevant. All that matters is, am I executing my plan or am I not? Even if I was too early there, now I'll be extra patient and now I'll just make sure that I'm sitting back and I'm just watching and I'm not rushing into anything. I'll take about 4 or 5 screenshots from each different time frame and I'll ask myself, what was I looking at? Why was I looking at this bearish model? You know, is there anything else? What was the market actually doing? Was my opinion about what my bias was? Did that line up with, you know, what actually happened today? And just do a deep dive. You know, do a deep dive into why I took the things that I took. I'm done for the day. I'm going to walk away. I've taken my L. How much did I lose? Let me have a look. There you go. I lost $928.56. Good day at the office. Yeah. Let's go get some cigars, actually. Yeah, that's actually where we go. We go to the place in San Pedro. They've got the stick stuff. I'm not the biggest fan of the Cuban ones, though, to be fair. I like the ones that Brad has at the studio with the red... Is it the...
Protagonist.
There you go. I wonder if they have them there. They might actually.
Yeah, they've got nice walking faces.
That's a sick idea for content. Can have you look in the room with all
Put it in the bloopers.
Do that again. It's currently 20 to 5. We're going to have this. And then we're going to go and get some more cigars because I'm running out.
This is such a real estate. It's me listing about 80 things and you going, not sure I'm doing that one.
This is a real day. She just says a bunch of shit.
This is like real estate.
And I'm just like, I don't want to do any of it because it's boring. I'm going to sit my fat ass here.
And be fed.
And be fed.
Served.
Yeah, and then maybe go for another walk. Sit in the sun. I don't know why I have this thing where I'm at peace when I'm working because I know I'm getting shit done. If I'm not getting shit done, like I feel almost as if I'm out of place. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I just guilt trip myself. If I have an hour off, I remember I was watching TV the other day for the first time in God knows how long, and I sat there after about 45 minutes and I was like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing with my life? Like, why am I such a fucking loser? And I went back to the computer screen and I just started working and I felt better. You should be doing something. I don't know why you're not. I don't even know why you're not doing something now. What's going on?
What's happening?
How was it?
Insane.
Yeah? There was quite a few
10
people.
of us.
I was just about to say, there was quite a few of you that turned up.
Yeah, about 10.
Did you have a good time?
Dave even came away from it and said, I cannot believe how down to earth everyone you've got on there. He said, it's... Well, I was crying on the way home.
You were crying on the way home?
Crying on the way home.
That's what 10X does to you, mate. I guess you need to thank me then for starting it.
Mate, it's fucking... It was Shane sat there, and all the boys are sat there going, what you've done for my life there is insane, like.
That is
But they were
insane.
saying all this stuff, and Shane actually said, he asked a fucking great question. He said, not as harsh as this, but he basically said, in a roundabout way, why do you even care about me? But I said then, you're forgetting that this is more rewarding than any money. But honestly, that's more rewarding than any money, Luke. I couldn't give a fuck if this is doing 10k a month the way that...
That's fucking insane. I rate that though. I wasn't expecting
it was sick.
I wasn't expecting him to say those kind of words. So I rate that a lot.
But honestly, Luke, and what they mentioned a lot was they didn't just mention me, they said 10X as a community and everyone in it. Next to you around the table is just blowing my mind.
It's like you're a celebrity, bro.
I wasn't looking at it as that. I was looking at it like this kid really looks up to us, right?
Yeah.
He said the impact 10X is having on people is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I think the last time I cried was probably about 10 years ago, and that feeling, I can't even explain it. I was like, what's going on here? I cannot help this. What's going on?
You do that, to be fair. Derry, whenever like there's a really deep conversation going on, Derry will always get a little bit teary, or he looks like he's about to get teary. It just hits you in a different way. But I rate it, though.
Nice one, mate.
See you there, mate. Bye.
Sound, bye.
Hola. Which ones was the ones that you said, Brad? I think it's these ones, isn't it? I need a cutter and a lighter. Come on, where's the customer service? I was at a restaurant the other night. I was at Queer, and I went to the front desk because I was just telling them about my booking. And while we were at the front desk, we literally heard some guy. He was like on a date or something, and he got a wrong table, or he just got a table that he didn't like. And he goes back to the front desk. He goes, "This is unacceptable. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?" And they still changed they changed the table for him just because he said, "Do you know who I am?" And I thought, what a fucking prick. I hate people like that. Imagine saying that to the front desk. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am, sweetheart?
No podéis grabar dentro, ¿vale? No podéis grabar.
No what? English.
You can make photos or videos.
1,000 on the trade. What was that? 185 euros. About. I'm down 1,150 for the day. That was the cheapest one we bought.
So how do you feel about your trade today?
Yeah, it was good. Look, there was some things that, when it comes to it, I could obviously improved on. I feel like I had the bias and I understood the market direction. I understood where price wanted to go. Maybe I was just a little bit impatient when it came to anticipating that price would come back to rebalance. But overall, it wasn't a bad trade. It wasn't a bad setup. I was still pretty happy with it. I had the SMT. I had a reason for price to go back and rebalance. It just wasn't necessarily ready at that moment, and price was continuing to pump. Obviously, we had the bias overall being bullish. So I can go back and I can reflect and journal on that perspective and say, okay, maybe I could have, been a bit more patient and waited to see whether price was going to run through that area, just because the bias was quite bullish leading up to it, rather than trying to anticipate something. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, I'm happy I only took one loss and I can just walk away and step away from the market and just come back again tomorrow and go again. That's one of the main things that I keep banging on about it, but it's just so important. And when it comes to mentorship and when it comes to full-time guidance, and if you need a mentor and if you need someone that can help you guide you through the process and help you handle losses, click the link. It's in the description. Have a chat with my team. So I guess I have to fucking go down here, do I?
No, don't go down there.
Why not? Wait, I'll just pull up here. Go then, dickhead. Yeah, I know, it was just difficult because I was trying to do it, but I didn't realise you were going in there. This is the worst fucking... Can you go down there? Nah, it's all good. I'll figure it out. I'll turn my way around. It's a fucking nightmare, bro. Have a good day. See you later. So I've gone from wanting to smack the cunt in the face, and now he's my mate.
Scottish guy, man. He's a nice Scottish man.
Oh, that's actually class. All right, let's try this again. How am I going to do this? I'll happily go through situations like this just because this is so fucking comfy. And on that note, see you on the next video, you filthy fucks.
See me because of the way you're talking to me, yeah. Think you see me the street of a bar, see me the street of Sapler, see me you go, see me tell you, I can talk to me like this.